car crash of geography and cinema is kind of about this intersection between geographical themes and exploring them through film. So we're looking at how those things can come together, and I think most films in some ways interact with ideas of people and place. So I think there's so many potential ways to look at geographical themes through film. But I suppose to me it kind of speaks, it's kind of related to a sense of journeying and an event. We're metaphorically exploring these different ideas, and maybe in terms of a journey. We want to be accessible and open to the public, and I think that's what we're trying to do through Passenger Films, is discuss geographical issues but in the public settings, and be accessible in terms of the themes of approaching geography in a way that everyone can relate to, and also accessible in the way that our events are usually £5 or free by donation, so we can get different audiences into the space and start talking about these things. And I think often geographical themes are things that many people can relate to because it relates to their own lives. So we usually get a lot of interest, whether the theme be kind of about artificial intelligence and networks, or whether it's about urban living and multicultural identity. So yeah, I think approaching it through film is a really particularly useful way to engage with different audiences. We don't always play new films, sometimes we'll play older films, and I think having that panel discussion and focusing on particular themes within maybe a wider film which has a variety of themes, it can change the way that people relate to that film, or they think about that film, and possibly other films as well. I think it can try and open up discourses which might run within films that we don't always think about when we watch them.
Right.
So I hope it sort of makes you look at film in different ways. There was one we did called Being Human, Human Being, and we showed the film Ex Machina at the book club, and that was really great, I think, because many people wanted to see the film who maybe had missed it when it came out. So we had a kind of whole full house, but then the discussions around the film were really rich, around AI and these kind of themes of feminism, future feminisms with artificial intelligence, and the kind of ethics of this as well. I thought that was really interesting. I think it's the discussions for me which come out are always surprising in ways I can't fully expect.
What are the future plans for the Passenger Films Group? Are there any long-term projects or upcoming events or festivals that are exciting in the works?
Yeah, we've got lots of hopes to engage with festivals, bigger organisations. We've talked about trying to collaborate with the Wellcome Trust and other things, but also we love doing small events and being based in smaller venues and trying out new spaces. I think we want to be a little bit more experimental in sometimes the way that we show films in locations that kind of speak to the film. We like to change the venue depending on the event, so it feels relevant. The film we show, Bowling Together, which is about Rowan's bowling alley, is based very close to where we screened the film, sort of, I don't know how far, but sort of 500 meters almost. It's sort of next door to each other. And in other ways, sometimes it's nice to have a venue where people can come back to, and we can get regular people coming to our events. And I think we have been based at some venues before for a longer kind of period, such as the Roxy. But I suppose it's just finding that perfect venue as well. So I think it's good for us to remain mobile and keep exploring.
No, I'd pull it like that. It was nuts.